Yo, tune in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I'm coming at you with another live stream. So, there's been some information that was sent to my attention. So, of course, I had to look into it. And so, there's protesting going on worldwide, particularly throughout the states of America, parts of other parts of the world. We know what's going on in two particular countries at this appointed time. And so all I could tell you is that be mindful, be cognizant, be on point of who you're dealing with, who you're interacting with. Now, there are some people that are being arrested at this particular time in certain counties of Florida. And also, there's traffic in certain parts of Orlando. So if you're in the Orlando area, y'all be very mindful and cognizant of what's going on. Don't get involved with certain things unless you want to be arrested, apprehended, and may lose certain restrictions that you have. Now, I told you guys and ladies that you must have your documents, your paperwork, and everything on point. Now, if you're coming from another state, I'm just letting you know right now, if you're coming from another state, any other state besides Florida, and your paperwork is not on point, they will apprehend you and you will be in the county jail for 48 hours. And they have to look into your background to make sure that you're from that state and that you're not from another country. I'm letting you know that right now. Even if you're in another state, in particular southern states, do not be being nosy. Do not be in other people's affairs that has nothing to do with you. If you are looking into something that you have no business of looking into, you're bringing trouble to your own door. That's on you. You've been warned. I've been warning y'all for a minute about this, and you ignored the warning. And because you ignored the warning, now you are seeing the warning coming to fruition. I told y'all this is going to happen. I tell you guys and ladies, the most important thing you should focus on: have your documents, have everything on you. So if anything happens, you have it. They can verify that you're legit, and you keep it moving. A lot of people ain't legit. I'm telling you, even people that's from here are not legit. And see, they want to do their sin thing. They want to bring sin. And when you bring sin, you're going to bring a situation that you're not ready for. I keep telling y'all this. Some of you are holding on to people who sin, have huge sin, small sin, and you wonder why you don't have anything going on. You got to have certain things together. Now, I'm going to play this clip, what this sheriff said in Florida. And it's interesting because I was just telling the brother on the phone about this. So let's get to it so you can see the proof. I don't want to hear, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Listen, get your documents together. I don't want to hear no excuses. Get your documents together. Get it together this week. You got money to drink a lot of alcohol. You got money to get your nails done, ladies. You got money to go to get your hair cut and all this and that and the third, right? You got all the money for that. You ain't got money to have your documents together. In situations like this, they have checkpoints, they running tags, they doing all that, especially down here. They're not playing, man. They're not playing. They're not playing. Playtime is over, y'all. And a lot of you don't have your stuff together. And this is the reason why you know I'm telling the truth. Let me tell you something. I'm to the point, I'm so strict. When I meet a woman and she don't have a proper ID, a proper certification, I'm not even talking to her. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm strict. Oh yeah. You're not gonna have me in an uncompromised, I'm walking with you, and all of a sudden you telling me one thing, next thing you know, I'm seeing somebody I never seen in my life telling me we need to stop you over because it's not you, somebody you with, it's not who they claim to be. It's not worth it. Ladies, get your documents in order. Fellas, get your paperwork together. I don't want to hear no excuses. Oh, it's $200. Well, you could afford $200 pair of sneakers. You could afford $200 pair of stilettos, right? So don't tell me you can't pay $200 to get your paperwork and your license and all your stuff together. Because now the companies, the job, now they're under pressure now. Now they got to get their paperwork together. If their paperwork ain't together, guess what? The company must be gone. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's more to it than what you see. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna have this tough conversation now. We're gonna have this tough conversation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rollo, man, why are you doing this to us, man? Doing it to yourselves. So let's pay attention. We're gonna listen to both parties. All right. I want y'all to listen and listen well. Let's get to it. So what I'm going to do, have the sheriff tell you what's going on. This is Fox News in Orlando. Okay. Let's get right to it.
Welcome back into Fox 35 News Plus. I'm Garrett Weimer, and thanks for joining us on this Friday morning, live on Fox Local and on YouTube. 8 people have been arrested so far in what officials are calling an illegal immigrant driver's licensing scheme. 2 of those people arrested were employees with essentially the DMV, with the county tax collector's office in Bay County, where investigators say those employees.
So 6 people are arrested that work at the DMV tax collector in Bay County. Okay, listen.
Employees were offering licenses in exchange for cash. That the folks they were offering them to never had to take the written test, never had to take the driving test. Attorney General James Othmeyer was in Bay County yesterday afternoon with the Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford as they talked about this case and why they say it's so serious.
These weren't minor shortcuts. These were intentional acts of corruption where individuals paid.
So these are the 3 they showing that work for the DMV. This guy right here, this woman right here, and this guy right here. All right? Amongst others. Let's go.
Paid bribes in exchange for skipping critical safety evaluations. The investigation also led us to arrest 5 additional individuals who are acting as brokers running local businesses that claim to assist with immigration paperwork, but instead arranged illegal transactions and funneled aliens from as far away as Miami to obtain licenses fraudulently.
So there you have it. And they having a big sweep going on in Miami right now. Miami's changed a lot. I told y'all that they are doing more background checks, especially these hotels. When you go to these hotels in Miami or South Beach or Wynwood, now your documents got to be more upscale. You can't come in regular no more. The regular days are over. I told y'all this. The regular days are over.
Let me be clear that putting untested, unqualified drivers, especially those with commercial licenses, on our roads is an unacceptable risk to every family in this state.
That's right.
These licenses were essentially sold, not earned.
Right.
That means we have individuals on the road, possibly operating tractor trailers, who never demonstrated the basic skills to do so safely.
Right.
It's not a paperwork issue. It's a direct threat to highway safety and a betrayal of the public trust.
So now all these contractors will be scanned, paperwork on point, then they good. If the paperwork ain't on point and it leads to a undocumented situation, the company will be fined, sued, and lose their license in the state of Florida. And one thing you don't want to do is lose your license. That means you're not registered in that state. And that's problems you don't want to have, especially down here or anywhere in the South, especially down here. I told y'all it's going to get strict. The days of you being regular is over. How many of you got your stuff together? How many of you women and men got your real stuff together? Don't play games, because everybody don't have their stuff together. You want to be in sin? You want to be around sinners? Then you're going to meet your consequence. I don't care who you are and how much you read the book. You can read the book left and right. If you are dealing with sinners, you will reap what you sow. They don't play that down here. These people that is doing all this, giving people, licenses and taking bribes. You do that down here, you're doing serious time down here. They don't play that down here. They want to get rid of the sinners down here. And I'm all for it. You don't have to like me. I'm not here to be like. I'm here to tell the truth. It's time to get rid of the sinners. Whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, don't matter. The sinners must go. They must go.
The scope of this investigation: yesterday we seized over $120,000 in illicit proceeds tied to this operation.
Wow.
Evidence suggests that hundreds, if not more than 1,000 fraudulent driver's licenses were issued as part of this scheme. It's been ongoing for over 2 years.
And they're causing the most accidents. They're causing the most accidents on I-4, on I-95. I forget. In Tampa, they cause a lot of accidents. These people don't know how to drive. And these people that work for the DMV know they are problematic, yet they taking the money under the table. Get rid of all these sinners. And also, I'm going to tell you this. That includes these dealerships. They next. Oh, yeah. All you dealerships that's doing underhanded, giving vehicles to people that don't come from here, giving them vehicles and taking money from the country, taking tens upon tens of thousands, and they don't have a license. They're not from here. You giving these people that don't work vehicles and they get into accidents and they don't have no insurance. You're next. A lot of dealerships is about to hit the pinch. Don't get it twisted. I know what my sheriff friend told me. That's why I'm chilling. Why you think I'm chilling? I want all the sinners to get their just due. You want to play around with people that's about their business, and then you giving things to people that's not about their business. It's about to be a change here. They're not playing no more. Let's go.
Years, and this investigation is continuing to be ongoing and will expand statewide as we work to identify those who receive licenses illegally and hold all parties accountable.
You notice he said statewide, right? I told my friend on the phone, I said statewide. Let me message him right now. I'm going to tell him. I'm not going to tell y'all who it is. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell him that it's statewide. People must have the documents in order. You come down here, you better have your documents in order. I'm warning you right now. The game is over. They're They don't care if you're from New York, Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina. It don't matter. I'm keeping it real. You come down here, you better have your stuff together, or don't come down here. You cross that state line, you come down here, and you ain't got your documents together, you're going to be in the county jail for 48 hours, straight up the box, until they can verify that you're from here, that you're from America, and that you're not coming down here with the nonsense. Yeah, I already sent the message. So let's get back to it. Let's rewind back a little bit. Listen to what he said.
This investigation is continuing to be ongoing and will expand statewide as we work to identify those who receive licenses illegally and hold all parties accountable.
Uh-oh.
Each license issued could result in felony criminal charges for the license holder, and our investigation will be expanded by our state partners to hold these individuals accountable. A search warrant was executed yesterday at a business in Callaway called Cuba Max, which is involved in processing immigration documents.
Wow.
Again, I want to commend the outstanding teamwork and partnership of our investigators. And it's a multi-agency effort with close coordination between law enforcement, the tax collector's office, and other state and local partners.
Uh-huh.
This is the kind of teamwork it takes to root out corruption and protect our citizens.
That's right.
I'd also like to commend our tax collector, Chuck Perdue. As soon as he was made aware of this investigation, he became an investigator himself. He worked with us closely to make sure that these individuals were held accountable. Certainly a difficult situation when individuals in your office choose to do the wrong thing, but the important part is that we hold them accountable when we do that.
Yeah. See, I told y'all this. Corey, you was there last year. Y'all see this? I told y'all. How many of y'all heard me say this? Now you're hearing it from the sheriff himself. I told y'all gotta have your stuff together. A lot of you don't have your stuff together. You get upset with me. You have to have the proper documents to come to the South now. All you folks from the North, you have to have your proper documents to live in the South now. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. The doors are closing. And now, to get on a plane, you got to have your passport if you don't got the real ID. You got to have a passport to travel. It's beginning. Don't y'all see it's getting real? They letting you know. If you don't have the real driver's license, you don't have the real passport, you're not going nowhere. It's a wrap. You got to have clearance to live in America now, folks. You have to have clearance to live in America now. You can't be around me if you don't have your stuff together. You have to have your stuff together to be around me. I'm not taking no chances with people that don't got their stuff together. We're going to get to the scriptures in a minute. We're going to get to the scriptures in a minute because the scriptures warn me and warn those in particular. You can't be with everybody these days. Have your stuff together. Don't come talking to me with regular talk. I don't want to hear that no more. I will cut you off. Do you understand me? You can't come to me with regular stuff and foolishness and folliness and madness. I will cut you off like a sword. You're not going to mess with my peace and my situation I got going on down here or anywhere else in the world. You must be out your mind, man. This ain't no time to be playing games. These people are not playing with you. You better make sure your household's together and on the same page, or you're going to have to cut them off straight up the box. Let's go.
So, Chuck, thank you for your efforts. So, I want to talk about the individuals that we arrested. The tax collector employees are Bansele Velazou, age 37, of Panama City, charged with 9 counts of DMV employee issuing a fraudulent.
That's why I don't I don't want to deal with the panhandle. I don't deal with the panhandle. I don't claim the panhandle. A lot of true Floridians that's born and raised here don't claim the panhandle. The panhandle is a mess. I will not visit. People ask me, would I visit the panhandle? No. I will not visit the panhandle. Okay? No way. Not right now. It's too messy over there.
ID, which is a felony, and nine counts of official misconduct. Demetrius Smith II, age 30, of Panama City, on 8 counts of DMV issuing a fraudulent ID and 8 counts of official misconduct.
Wow.
And additional charges are anticipated as each fraudulent driver's license can result in additional charges.
You see what I'm saying? That's Bay County is the Panhandle County. I don't claim that. I'm not going there. That's Ibaraki part of Florida. I would not go there. I know it's a beautiful beach and there's certain parts of Panhandle is nice. I'm just not going to go over there and interact with anybody there because there's too many criminals over there, if you ask me. Let's go.
The intermediaries that we arrested, who were the individuals that the aliens would contact, and they would be referred to our 2 tax collector employees, were a Nirbus Rosales, age 37. She was arrested on 24 counts of principal to DMV fraud.
Wow.
24 counts as a principal to official misconduct. Leonardo Gutierrez, age 32, of Panama City, 7 counts of principal to DL fraud and 7 counts of official misconduct. Hung Du, age 58, of Panama City, on 36 counts of principal to fraud and 36 counts of official misconduct.
Wow.
Esbredia Para, age 44, Panama City, 7 counts of principal to DL fraud and 7 counts of principal to official misconduct. Zola Gonzalez Pena, age 38, 12 counts.
Dang.
Also arrested but not identified as operating as an intermediary was Myrna Fernandez of Panama City on a charge of unlawful possession of a driver's license. It's believed that Fernandez obtained her driver's license fraudulently yesterday, paying to receive a passing grade on her exam in the skills exam. To those who think that they can compromise public safety for profit, know this: we will find you, we will bring you to justice. And to the people of Bay County, I want you to know we are committed to preserving the integrity of our institutions and the safety of our roads.
Ooh-wee. Man, it's getting straight, and I love it. I love it. It's getting straight. It's getting straight. I'll get to the comments in the session, y'all. I'll get to the chat in the session. I'm focusing on the content. Let's go.
Thank you, and I'd now like to turn it over to our Attorney General.
Thank you, Sheriff. It's good to be in Bay County. This county is certainly blessed to have great law enforcement and leaders. I commend the Sheriff and Tax Collector Chuck Perdue on working so well with state law enforcement, Homeland Security, and all of our law enforcement partners to ensure that we could bust these guys. I think today is yet another example of how the Biden border policy puts American families at risk.
Ooh. Oh, well, he said the name. See, you gotta think about this. The people in Florida that's born in Florida, that's raised in Florida, they don't want the nonsense here. They have spoken. They're letting the sheriff know. They're letting the county know. They're letting the district know. They're letting the attorney general know. They're letting the governor know. We don't want the sin here. There's something that's got to be done, or we will pull our resources. They don't talk about it. They be about it down here. There's a lot of important people that will pull their resources and go elsewhere. You think that the county, the district, the attorney want that to happen? No, they're going to listen to the citizens, especially the citizens that's paying them to do their job. And that's what they're doing. And you got these Ibaraxis, these demons upset with law and order. I'm okay with law and order. If I'm doing something wrong, then I will be arrested or apprehended. If I'm not doing something wrong, why should I be concerned about what other people are doing? Because I'm not hanging out with those type of people. Let's go.
Here you've got hundreds of aliens that are cheating, that are breaking the law, that are buying driver's licenses
Told y'all.
without taking the test, getting on the roads, putting everybody in danger.
Correct.
So, if there's any silver lining to come out of this terrible, discovery, it's that law enforcement worked very well together, continued to follow the breadcrumbs, and ultimately uncovered, a pretty widespread and advanced operation. So we know it happened here. If it happened here, there's a good chance it could be happening in a county somewhere else. So I ask, our DMV offices or tax collectors around the state, pay attention, do a deep dive, look out for, any signs of somebody taking cash on the side to help criminal aliens get driver's licenses.
Wow.
Maybe that can happen in California, but not here in Florida. We are a rule of law state.
They do shots. Oh, I gotta rewind that. Oh, that's a shot warning right there. Hold on, let me rewind that. Listen.
Cash on the side to help criminal aliens get driver's licenses. Maybe that can happen in California, but not here in Florida. We are a rule of law state, and we will do everything we can to work with the Trump administration and our federal partners to enforce the law.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that loud and clear? Mm-hmm. Yeah, people say I was crazy. I don't know what I be talking about. Now, you're going to have these main content creators. They watching my platform. They're going to do content on it. They're going to speak about it on their show. So I'm not surprised. They're going to act like that they had this on their desk. No, they're watching right now. They're watching in the clouds. They see my numbers going up, so they're watching. Let's go.
We've been working up and down the state, ensuring that we're keeping people safe. We were in Brevard County earlier this morning, where we highlighted a new program to protect the ICE agents and the federal authorities that are coming into our state to enforce the law. In California, you've got leftist groups out there that want to reveal personal information. They want to dox agents. If you don't understand this word, if it's new to you, doxing is when you reveal personal identifying information with the purpose of intimidating, threatening, and distracting from official duties.
Well, that goes on the internet. That goes on the internet. So when he got that from the internet, and there's a lot of people that love to dox people. Mm-hmm. He ain't lying about that. Yep. So this is getting serious. Okay, let's go.
We want these guys here. They're protecting our families, and while they protect our families, we're going to protect theirs. So we've set up this new program where ICE and federal authorities can work with our troopers, and if there's any evidence of personal information getting out, we want to know. We'll ensure that we're doing routine checkups and get a detail to protect the agents and their families. As we go into the weekend, I know there's been some rumblings about protests and demonstrations. We've all seen the horror in California with the destruction, the violence, the flames, the anti-American behavior. That doesn't happen here. In Florida, rioting is illegal. If you throw something, if you obstruct roadways, if you want to cause damage or harm to law enforcement, businesses, or our citizens, we will find you and we will put you away for a long time.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? You heard the warning. Don't you bring that mess down here. You want to act a fool? You could do that in California, Chicago, New York, Detroit, certain other regions. You come here, you block the roads, you get hit, you get hit. It is what it is. Don't come with the nonsense. Why you want to take the payment from these deities, these fallen ones, and put your family at risk? That means as a man, as a woman, to get yourself caught up in something that you have no business be caught up in, then guess what? I can't feel sorry for you. Now, guys, you have to have a sit down with your woman. Guys, you have to have a sit down with your woman and stop having her involved in gossip and nonsense. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. If you my woman and you're not hearing what I'm saying and hearing what the word's saying, I'm cutting you off. I will excommunicate you out of my life forever, ever, forever, ever. My peace, my currency, and my connection with the Most High in Christ means a lot to me. Your words and your admirations better speak actions. Do I make myself clear? That's why a lot of people don't want to move down here, because they know they can't do what they want to do down here. Because eventually it will be called out. This is the real deal. I'm in the real deal. Y'all should want your state to be strict. No, you want it to be sinful. You want everybody to behave a certain way. We're not down here. Let's go.
So to put everybody on notice, if you want to participate in, peaceful free speech, nobody respects that more than we do. If you want to cause damage and destruction and engage in these violent demonstrations, we will shut it down fast.
Yeah.
So again, a big thank you to the law enforcement here. Thanks to the sheriff for a very good job, well done. Thanks to our federal partners, and we'll continue to investigate. We'll continue to make sure that Florida is the safest state in the country.
Oh, let me rewind that back. Oh, let me rewind that back. Oh, I know they didn't want to hear that. I know people don't want to hear that. I'm gonna let y'all hear it again. Yeah, let me let y'all hear that part again. Listen to what he says.
So again, a big thank you to the law enforcement here. Thanks to the sheriff for a very good job, well done. Thanks to our federal partners, and we'll continue to investigate. We'll continue to make sure that Florida is the safest state in the country.
Mm-hmm. You heard that, right? You heard that, right? Now we're gonna get to another video. We're gonna go up northeast of Florida. We're gonna hear what the deputy sheriff have to say. Let's get right to it. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's get right to it. We're going to northeast Florida. All right. Let's go.
I want to bring in Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley, who joins me live now via Zoom from Palm Coast. And Sheriff Staley, good to talk with you. We appreciate you joining us this afternoon here on Fox 35 News Plus.
All right, glad to be here.
First of all, I just want to ask what you are seeing protest-wise in Flagler County today.
Here we go.
So we've had about 3 different locations between Flagler Beach and the city of Palm Coast. Less than 200 people total in those 3 locations. And everybody is exercising their First Amendment right, but not.
And just to let you know, there is a celebration for Trump's birthday and the military support and the sheriff support out here in Orlando, and also, where he stayed further down, near Miami. He stayed in, I think it's Hollywood Beach. I can't remember. Is it Hollywood Beach he stay at? Somewhere. He got a couple of places in Florida. The point is that, they having a celebration for his birthday, military. You have a lot of, vets is being celebrated down here. And so they having events. Then you got these people that being paid trying to, disrupt the situation. That's what's going on right now. However, they're moving these people out quickly. They're not even to get a chance to do something stupid down here. They're not even getting a chance to do it. It's not going to happen because they've been on top of it the last 2 weeks. Let's go.
Causing any problems. We did have one agitator at a car at one of the locations, and he made a traffic violation. Our deputies pulled him over and had a little chat with him, stern, I might say. And in another case, we had one of the protesters pass out for the heat, I would assume. And one of our deputies on a bicycle rendered aid and called paramedics to assist her.
Yeah, it's very hot down here. And see, these people in sin don't realize when it's hot down here, it will hit you harder. The sun will hit you harder and knock you out. Sure will. Keep thinking it's a joke. Let's go.
So all in all, it sounds like a quiet time for the most part, which is certainly what you want to see when you're dealing with this.
Well, I made it very clear to our people that we will protect the protesters and we will protect the citizens that just want to go about their day. That they can exercise their First Amendment, but the minute a crime is committed, if it's blocking a road or whatever, they're going to be arrested and taken to the jail. We're not going to tolerate that behavior. If you want to protest and have your word under the United States Constitution, that's fine. Don't cross the line.
Don't cross the line. You heard that clearly. Y'all know what the memo is. Let's go.
The sheriff's office to prepare for something like this, knowing that these events were going to be going on, knowing the tensions that exist, and knowing the potential for some things to happen. How do you prepare for events like this to make sure that things go smoothly and that everyone can exercise that right to free speech, but in a safe way?
I won't go into everything that we've done, but what we generally do is our internal Homeland Security section in the sheriff's office monitors activities, what's being posted. If we know who the organizers are, we'll reach out to them and talk to them and let them know our expectations, and we want to know what theirs are. I can tell you that I have bicycle deputies on bicycles at all these locations, along with some extra patrol. And there's some other things that we do also that I'm just not going to release because it's.
Yep. He can't release the information, and I'm not going to say what it is. Just know, don't play games. That's all I'm going to tell you.
It's tactics, but we do everything we can to protect the rights of both individuals. And we know later today there's going to be a Flag Day waving. You could almost call it a counter protest, but I think it's more related to Flag Day and the president's birthday by another group. So, we want to make sure that they can exercise their First Amendment.
Yeah, it's the President's Day, and today is Flag Day. Today is Flag Day, and Trump is born June 14th. He's a Gemini. Trump is a Gemini. People forget about that, and it happens to happen on Flag Day. Okay? So we got 14 people in the building. Trump's birthday's on the 14th. Flag Day on the birthday. Commemoration. And so a lot of people are losing their minds. I will get to the chat in a second.
Rights as safely as the protesters on No King's Day can. But again, the same thing applies. Have your rally. Don't cross the line. I got plenty of room in my jail if you do, because I'm not.
They got plenty of room in their jail if you do. Listen.
Going to let an LA situation occur in Flagler County. I have been in a riot in my career. I'm going to let an LA situation occur in Flagler County.
Hey, Los Angeles, we're not playing over here. What y'all got going on in LA, it's not happening down here. And all you pay actors or actresses thinking that you're gonna slip in the cracks. We don't know you coming down here. Oh, we got your data. We got your information. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You thought y'all was gonna come to the deep south and you could do all your nonsense and all your hysterics. No. You're going to jail. You're going to be processed. And it's going to get to a point you will not ever be able to step back into Florida again. That's coming real soon. Oh, let me keep my mouth shut. I can't say too much. People going to be like, you saying too much.
I have been in a riot in my career previously in Orange County as a young deputy sheriff. And I know that if you don't take immediate action, it encourages more bad behavior. So that's the way we're going to operate in Flagler County.
Did you hear that part? If you don't take immediate action, you're going to invite more sin, more bad behavior. And you got a lot of people upset with the sheriffs in Florida. You got a lot of people upset with the district county in Florida, or the governor, or the attorney, or the police. So y'all love sin, right? A lot of you love sin. You love it. You love it. You love it. And then when it happens and it messes with your situation, now all of a sudden we should not be sinning no more. We shouldn't be sinning no more. God, please come save us. Let's continue.
So I would imagine you've, to that end, you have been pleased with what you've seen there in Flagler County so far in the way that things have gone.
To want to protest under the No Kings umbrella, that they have done what they are legally allowed to do. They have not interfered with traffic. They've had their signs, waving, those kind of things. And I appreciate that any counter demonstrations we've had have been fine also, except for the one that was in a car that was trying to agitate people, and then he committed a traffic violation. So I would say overall, as usual for our community, you can exercise your rights, but you do it within the law. And that's what we've seen in the more than 8 years that I've been sheriff.
He's getting right to it. You think he's playing around?
All right, Sheriff, what is your message to folks as we see these things continue?
If you feel like you need to participate, feel free to do that in a safe, legal manner. I would prefer that we don't have conflict in these events, and agitators need to stay home because they won't find a welcome community if you're going to be an agitated, try to cause problems.
That means that if anything happens to you, they will call your family and say, hey, we're delivering your unalive cousin, brother, sister. We're going to have you come pick up the body and bury them. That's what that means. Okay? Do I make myself clear in English? Let's go.
All right, Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley, we appreciate you joining us this afternoon live from Palm Coast, and glad to hear that things have been, for the most part, relatively uneventful there. We appreciate it.
All right, let's get to this one. Let's go to the chat. We have Keystone in the house. Forever Studio in the building. Forever Studio birthday is June 17th, everybody. Forever Studio will go live. Make sure y'all support Forever Studio on his Cash App for his B-Day. He will go live on his channel. He's not monetized, so you have to hit his Cash App. I don't know if he has Venmo. He will go live. He will, have a lot of people in the building, and we will go over there. We will pull up to his birthday, June 17th, and we will support him. Fellas and ladies, make sure y'all support Fayetteville Studio. He is the main supporter of mine when it comes to the fellas of 2025, the top supporter. And we know Azandria is the top lady supporter. And then it comes Daryl and Marilyn and Marissa, and then V-Dub. I said V-Dub is the third one. I think I said V-Dub is the third supporter, and then everybody else. So shout out to everybody that do support when they can. So yeah, I'll get to whoever supported after the show is over. So yeah, we got Edwards in the house. We got Fayetteville Studio, Keystone. I said that already. We have Waco 4545. We have Tamia. We have Italian Mamba. We have Corey in the house. We got the members in the house. Let's see how far I can go up. We have Tanya and Benny's. Okay. Thank y'all all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. We're going to go to this situation here.
Effective, healthy.
All right. Let's get right through it. Let's go.
Day. It is President Donald Trump's birthday. There are a lot of events going on, not only in our nation's capital, with military demonstrations, a parade later today, fireworks show as well in our nation's capital, but also protests all across the country, not just here in Florida, but in about 1,500 cities across the country. I'm going to try to pull up a map that we have that shows you those locations, because they are widespread. They're in a lot of different places here in Central Florida. And we have team coverage today as we continue to track these protests and what happens in our area and also across the country. Let me show you a live look right now. This is in Daytona Beach, where Fox 35's Matt Trezza is this morning. We'll check in with him in just a little
All right, so this is Daytona Beach, all right? Here we go.
bit. But you can see quite the crowd there lining the streets, many of them holding signs and trying to get their word out. This is part of the No Kings Day of Defiance is what they're calling it. It's a national organization that is kind of organizing these, but it's really grassroots led. In many of these communities, you see a sign there right in the middle, a black sign that says "No Kings." That is certainly the theme among many of these protests that we're going to see today, and what we are going to hear from many of these people. Again, this is a live look in Daytona Beach. But let me go ahead and pull up that map that I was talking about, showing these No Kings Day protests across America. So this.
Okay, so here it is. Yep, I have the same thing. You have to pay some serious money to have that type of information. I know Ringo used the Citizens app. You could use the Citizens app. You could use that to find out what's going on. There's another app. It costs a little bit more than the Citizens app, and it tells you places to go, places not to go, what's going on. You're just going to have to spend some money. Now, I know some people can't afford it for the time being. Well, I advise you to look into it when you get a chance. Get the Citizens app. It's affordable. Citizens app is affordable. Anyway, let's go.
This is from the No Kings website, nokings.org. Every dot is a scheduled protest, and you see many of them across the country. Again, the latest kind of ballpark number we had was about 2,000 protests at about 1,500 different cities. I want to go down here to Florida and kind of zoom in a little bit just so you can get an idea of what it looks like here. And you see, even in our area, quite a few. Orlando, Castleberry, Lake Mary, looks like one in Mount Dora, Deltona, DeLand, Daytona Beach. We know New Smyrna Beach. In Brevard County, there's one in Cocoa. A number of these different protests.
Yeah, and it's near Palm Bay. That's where I believe Trump's home is, in Palm Bay. So yeah, Daytona, Orlando. It's happening downtown Orlando, Comiskey, Posacona. Yep. Tampa, St. Petersburg. The list goes on. All right, let's go.
Test again. We have team coverage today. Fox 35's Matt Trezza out in Volusia County covering the protests there. We have Fox 35's Esther Bauer in Brevard County covering those protests there. And then also a protest in downtown Orlando later today. That one's scheduled for 5 o'clock. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay going to be there, and we will check in with him.
So the protest is happening about an hour and 26 minutes away. So that's why they're over there now in downtown Orlando. So it's happening at 5 o'clock. Let me give a shout out to Tamia for supporting the Cash App. Shout out to her. She support the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Let me send her an emoji. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tamia, for supporting the show. All right, let's continue.
Later, but we have a full day of coverage for you planned here live on Fox Local and on YouTube. If you are watching with us on YouTube, go ahead and drop us a line in the chat and show us, tell us where you're watching from. Let us know. Say hello, and we appreciate you joining us. Fox 35's Morgan Parrish going to join me in here in just a little bit as we continue our coverage. Fox 35's Marley Capper going to join me later this afternoon, as well as
Let's
we
get
have
right to it.
30 going on to 12:30. So several hours today, and again, this is courtesy WTTG, Fox 5, Washington, D.C., in our nation's capital. This is, I believe, on the National Mall, where this is all happening. You can see some of those soldiers there doing some of those activities. This is the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army, and that is one of the reasons for all of these events that are going on in D.C. 6:30 p.m. is the Army 250th birthday parade, followed by a concert, fireworks on the National Mall as well. So this is happening right now on the National Mall. And then for much of the day, they're having an Army Birthday Festival that's going to have some more live military demonstrations. They're going to have tanks out there.
You know what's crazy? Nobody has an issue when other countries have respect for their military. So when our military have a day, everybody has an issue. Well, most people have an issue with it. That don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. It is what it is. You know how this goes. Let's go.
All kinds of different things. So that kind of sets the scene for what's going on in our nation's capital as we see more of these protests beginning as well across the country. Give you another live look in Daytona Beach. And I was looking for the exact location. This Daytona Beach protest, I believe it's outside Daytona Beach City Hall is where we're talking about. You see Hands Off Democracy on one of those signs there. And we had the chance to speak with one of the organizers yesterday of a protest in Brevard County. We know in Cocoa this afternoon they're expecting about 2,000 people. From this shot right here, hard to tell exactly how many people might be out there in Volusia County right now. But we will ask Matt about
this. Is in downtown. This is in downtown Orlando, y'all, on Orange Avenue. I know where they at. I know where the protest. They on Orange Avenue. I'm not gonna say the whole location, but those in Central Florida know what I'm talking about. They in Orange Avenue, so that's downtown. Okay. All right, let's go.
That in just a little bit. Also, a word of warning here. These are live protests. These are live events. Once we kind of get into some of these, I do want to warn you that there is certainly the possibility of some language in what we might hear.
Well, I forgot they got an Orange Avenue also in Daytona too. So he's in Daytona. This is in, okay, so the guy is reporting from Daytona, and so it's connected to Fox 35 News, because Fox 35 News have a place in Daytona and Palm Coast and Also, they have a station here downtown Orlando. So this is happening. The protest is happening downtown Orlando. He's live at Daytona Beach. Okay, let's go.
But also in what we might see on some of those signs, some of the T-shirts as well. You just never know. So I just want to go ahead and put that warning out there. So viewer discretion is advised. You see that a warning on your screen as well. So this event just getting started in Daytona Beach. All three Volusia County protests beginning at 10 a.m. running till noon. All of the three that we are monitoring, at least Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, and DeLand. Again, this is the one in Daytona Beach. You see a lot of...
Oh, I forgot Daytona Beach have Orange Avenue too. I keep forgetting. So it is in Daytona. My mistake. I know the one downtown, he said it's 5 o'clock. So, my bad.
American flags. You see a man there draped in the American flag, one of the colonial ones it looked like, with the stars in a circle, and then also a balloon there poking fun at Donald Trump. So we are going to take a quick break here on Fox 35 News Plus and on YouTube. We're going to come back. We're going to kind of continue to set things up here, take some live looks into these protests, hear from some organizers involved with with getting these set up in their communities and why they're doing it. We are also going to hear from the Brevard County Sheriff, Wayne Ivey, who had some strong words this week urging folks and basically laying down the law when it comes to making sure that these events today stay safe and stay peaceful. So we're going to step aside, take our first quick break here, and we will be right back after this. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead.
All right, so we're going to stop it right there. Okay, let's see if I find anything else that we need to see. Keystone said, I had the app for years that reports everything in Philadelphia and the surrounding area. Okay, so you got the app too. All right, so you could get the website what the guy said. You know what I'm saying? Let me do something here. Let me do something here, y'all. Give me 1 second while I get this situated for y'all. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can find something else for y'all to look at it. Let's go to CBS News in Washington, D.C. All right, let's do that. Just make sure y'all got the stuff together, y'all, man. That's all I can tell you. Make sure y'all have your stuff together and have that great relationship with the Most High, because this stuff is real. I'm not looking for that one. Come on. Okay. All right, we got it ready. Here we go. Let's listen to what CBS News got to say.
Scores of demonstrations are planned across the country today in opposition of that military parade. It caps off a week filled with protests against federal immigration raids. Los Angeles' police chief says demonstrations there today could have an unprecedented turnout. Allie Bauman has been covering these rallies all week and is here now. Allie, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. Organizers say they're expecting hundreds of thousands of people to come out in New York City alone, and there are 2,000 such protests planned across the country today. It's been dubbed the No Kings Day of Action, and these demonstrations were in the works before all the protests we've been seeing throughout the week.
Did you hear what she said? This been planned before the protest situation. I told y'all the information that can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Because I see my thing that's having an issue. Okay, it's moving. It's moving. Let me do this real quick. Let me do something. All right, there we go. My thing was going in and out, so I don't know if y'all can hear me. So I'm gonna rewind it again, and let me get to the thought of what she said. Listen to this part. Listen.
come out in New York City alone, and there are 2,000 such protests planned across the country today. It's been dubbed the No Kings Day of Action, and these demonstrations were in the works before all the protests we've been seeing throughout the week.
I told y'all 2 weeks ago something was going down. Put a check in the chat, and I told y'all something was going to happen in June. Put a check in the chat if y'all remember. I said June is going to be a very interesting month. Put a check if you record that conversation. Put a check in the chat, y'all. Because, see, I told y'all last year, have all your documents in order by June. Put a check in the chat if I told y'all that last year. Put a check if I said you must have everything documented by June. I gave y'all the memo. I said you got to have your stuff done by June. All right, let's continue.
Hundreds of Marines have landed in Los Angeles to guard federal property and personnel. They were deployed there by President Trump this week, along with National Guard troops, despite objections from California Governor Gavin Newsom.
He is not a monarch. He is not a king.
Southern California has been the center of nationwide protests this week over federal immigration raids. On Thursday,
Secretary, I want to know why you insist on...
California Senator Alex Padilla was forcibly removed from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's press conference.
And then I tell y'all that the people that's in office will also be arrested. Then I tell y'all this. Then I tell y'all the people that love sin that's in high-ranking office will also be apprehended. It happened to the mayor of Newark in New Jersey, and now it happened to the senator. They're not playing. They're not playing. I told y'all this is going to happen last year. I told y'all in the month of June, it's going to get crazy. I told y'all. And you see it for yourself. Now y'all got to say, you know what? Rollo's really connected, man. He got to be connected. I'm connected to the Most High, more importantly. Because he answers to show y'all better than I could tell you. So the point is this. What does this lead to? You got to clean up your sin. If this happened to a senator, what makes you think that that's not a senator, cannot be dealt with if you're not moving correctly? I told you a lot of people love sin. I told y'all this. They mock me. They scoff me. They said Rollo's is on something. Well, I guess I'm on something for truth. Why these doom and gloom content creators are petrified about this? Because they're moving in sin. Why they so quiet now? Y'all wanted this to happen. It's happening. Y'all ain't doing nothing about it. All y'all doing is complaining and crying. I told y'all to have your paperwork together. I told brothers behind the scene certain things that they need to know, they need to do. If they do it, they do it. If they don't, that's on them. My hands are clean, according to the book of Ezekiel. My hands are clean because I'm so far removed from regular stuff. They love sin. And that's why you don't see me in these sinful places. I don't go to these sinful places. Let's continue. Let's rewind back.
Padilla was forcibly removed from home immigration raids. On Thursday,
Secretary, I want to know why you insist on...
California Senator Alex Padilla was forcibly removed from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's press conference.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla.
After...
Don't matter if you're the senator. It don't matter if you're the senator, if you're the mayor. I told y'all they going to get arrested. I told y'all. Y'all ignore me. Oh, these people got money, Rollo. They will not happen. What's happening right in front of your face? Y'all saying this is a show? This ain't no show. They pushing the senator. Whenever you heard that happen in America? Oh, yeah. They just arrested a deputy sheriff for doing gambling. They apprehended him. He's going to do serious time. It don't matter your credential. You move and sing, you're going to be in jail. You're going to planet hell. Told y'all this. The blood is off my hands. The Most High sees everything I say. And a lot of people upset with Rollo. Oh, I can't stand that Rollo. He talking the truth about the women. He talking the truth about the men. He talking the truth about the leaders. He's talking the truth about the world. Everything this man said on the internet is happening. I can't stand that Rollo. I can't stand him. He hurts my soul. But they still listen, though. They still listen. Let's go.
Identifying himself, the senator was forced to the ground and handcuffed.
If this is how the Department of Homeland
The ground and handcuffed. The ground and handcuffed. The ground and handcuffed. The ground and handcuffed. The ground and handcuffed.
The ground and handcuffs. What y'all got to say now? What y'all have to say to me now in the chat? The Most High is with me. And I told y'all this is coming. I told on a particular channel back in the days the shutdown was coming in America. It came to fruition. I said it on another particular guy's channel that the shutdown was happening in America in 2020. And it came to fruition. Don't play with me. I'm not somebody to play with. When I tell y'all something, you better take notes and you better write it down. I done shut down the internet with what old girl said yesterday. So I don't want to hear no excuses about relationships. I don't want to hear it no more. Don't come to me with the nonsense. The warning is there. Do I need to make a playlist? I think I do need to make a playlist for y'all. Because you don't realize that you are seeing what I told you. I told you so. And I told my cousin who's in the Senate what's going down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get your paperwork together. You've been warned. You better make sure the woman you with got her paperwork together. Make sure your kids are on point. Make sure your kids ain't talking to no Senate kids. You better start checking your list on who you dealing with, or you're gonna be handcuffed. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you could be handcuffed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't get upset with me. I gave the warning. So if anything happens, you can't say Rollo didn't tell you so. The Most High's words. Now watch what happens again.
Senator Alex Padilla.
After identifying himself, the senator was forced to the ground and handcuffed.
If this is how the Department of Homeland Security responds to a senator with a question, you can only imagine what they're doing to farm workers, to cooks, to day laborers.
Secretary Noem said she didn't recognize him.
I wish that he would have reached out and identified himself and let us know who he was and that he wanted to talk.
Now she's right. He came, he didn't come. He didn't have the conversation. He came belligerent. You can't get mad at Mrs. Florida. Yeah, Mrs. Florida telling the truth. Listen to what she said. Now watch his emotions.
Day laborers.
Secretary Noem said she didn't recognize him.
I wish that he would have reached out and identified himself and let us know who he was and that he wanted to talk.
Yeah. The more sense and composure than the dude. Do you see what's going on? Did you hear what Edo Karadasai said? He said the men don't want to be men no more. The women are making more sense of what's going on than you guys. You have a senator belligerent, acting a fool, act like he's untouchable. He didn't even call her to say, I need to talk with you. Well, you can't be rolling up on these people like that. Look at this. Look at the madness. Look at this.
In New Jersey Friday, protesters jumped in front of a moving van that was
Wow! In New Jersey, people are moving in front of a moving van. You cannot even work. Look at these people. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Look at these savages. Look at these demonic, sinful people. These lawlessness. Debarazis in New Jersey. Blocking this man or woman from working. I told you people don't want you to make money. How many of you heard me say that? Put a $sign in the chat. These people don't want you to make money no more in America. I told y'all this, but you ignored me. You ignored what the Most High told you to tell. I'm telling it like it is. I'm not here to be like. I was born to tell the truth, and it hurts you. I told you that a lot of people in this country don't want to see you do well. Look at the women. Look at them. It don't matter the culture at this point. I dealt with multiple women. No woman could play games with me. Them days been over. Do you understand who I am? I dealt with multiple cultural women. I got receipts. Look at the behavior. Look at it. It don't matter the culture of the woman. Why would you listen to these guys that tell you, oh, the women of other cultures, they queens. They don't do the madness. The women in other cultures are worse than the black woman. I dealt with women from other cultures. You should listen to me than anybody else. I didn't deal with just the only black woman. Why would you listen to a guy that barely could speak complete sentences and get his thoughts clearly that have not dealt with other cultural women like I have? Look at them. But these guys won't show this because they don't want to lose support. They don't want to lose support. And if you got to kiss people behind to make money, don't fucking talk to me. I'm not kissing no one's behind, man. That's one thing about me. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I'm about my business. Yeah, I'm going to be a millionaire. At the same time, I don't kiss no folks behind, man. Don't get it twisted, man. Don't play with me, man. I let these other nations know about themselves, too. Look at this. This could be your girlfriend, huh? This could be your woman, huh? This could be your wife. Oh, you don't want to hear that. Oh, now it's hitting home, ain't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Only weak men will allow their woman to be unalive right in front of them. I'm going to say it again. You don't like me, I don't care. I'm not here to be like. I want the Most High to respect me. I want Christ to respect me. I'm not expecting everybody to respect me in this planet. I'm not a fool. Only weak men will allow their women to be on the front lines. Only weak men. But you women love weak men. Don't come to me and tell me you want a man of substance. Don't play with me. You don't want a man of substance because you want to control him. You want to control him. And these dudes have to lower themselves to let the women lead by examples. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. But that's what the women procreating with. Is with weak men. Yeah, honey, okay, we're going to go protest. We're going to mess with people's money too, baby. So you guys, the only way you guys getting coochie if you lower yourself as a man. Let me tell you something. I don't have to give none. I have respect for myself. I'm not going to let coochie control my narrative. I'm not you guys out there. Don't get it twisted. I don't let no woman use her coochie to control me. I dare a woman I'm dealing with talking about, baby, we going protesting. I'm kicking her out the house. Protesting for what? We protesting for God and Jesus. That's what the fuck we protesting for. That's what we protesting for. Why we not protesting for God and Christ to protect us in these last days? Why y'all not protesting for that? Huh? Because you love sin. Miss me with that. You love sin. You love kissing a woman's behind. You love being under her sheets 24/7. Stop playing with me with your soft bitch behind. Only weak men go protesting. Men of means don't protest. The hell I'm going to protest for? I'm protesting for God and Christ to clean up this mess. That's what I'm protesting for. Stop playing with me, man. Let's go.
Relocating detainees from an ICE facility in Newark. Jumped in front of a moving van.
And that he wanted to talk.
In New Jersey Friday, protesters jumped in front of a moving van that was relocating detainees from an ICE facility in Newark. Their transfer comes after authorities say 4 detainees escaped by crawling through a hole in the facility's wall.
This is a symbol for the brokenness of the Trump administration plan when it comes to immigration.
With protests.
This is what you ladies want to lay up with? You want to lay up with these fallen ones, right? You love laying up with these fallen ones. You have a hard time dealing with me because I keep it real with you. I don't want no woman that could be easily manipulated in my life. I don't want no woman that could be easily manipulated by these deities. I'm not Adam. I'm not Saul. I'm not those men. Do you understand me? I'm not kissing no woman's behind, man. You want my protection? You want my provision? You want me to provide? You have to learn how to move correctly when you're around me. You're not bringing problems to me because it's not about you. You bringing problems to me, and then I got to be checked by God and Christ for allowing certain things to happen. Y'all don't realize how deep this rabbit hole is. You think you guys, let me teach you men something. When you have a wife and kids and they out of pocket, God's coming to see you. Oh, you men didn't want to hear that, right? When your woman and your kids is out of pocket, God's coming to see you. He ain't going to come see them. Where in the Bible did he go come see the woman that's out of pocket? Who he came to see? Who God came to see? Adam. He knew Eve and Satan was messing around. But who he came to see? Huh? Y'all think I'm playing with you. That's why it's not meant for everybody to have a family or have a woman or have children. Because everybody ain't moving correctly. You think God ain't going to check me if I have a child and the woman I have the child with ain't on point? He going to check me. This is not a game. Y'all think y'all ready for this conversation? You think you're ready for that? Do you know it's easy to have children nowadays? Having children doesn't make you a man. We see that in history, don't we? There's a lot of men that have children with women and they're still not a man. Ooh. Ooh, we get real now. It's getting quiet in the chat. A lot of you women, you think you're mothers. You're not mothers. A lot of you women ain't mothers. Yeah, you have a child. That doesn't make you a mother. That doesn't make you a great mother. Ooh, I'm going in. I'm going in. See, the gloves is off. I'm in this great state of Florida. Y'all don't realize that even when I was in New York, I kept it real. I keep it even real more in this great state of Florida. That energy is picking up, y'all. Listen, I'm becoming more deep south. I'm becoming more elite now. There's no excuses. A lot of states got soft now. A lot of men got soft in these other states. And that's why you see all the casualties happening. The men are not having it here in Florida, and the women are not. The ones that's out of pocket, we're not even acknowledging them. We know what their time is. Let's continue.
Tests planned in just about every major city across the country today. Some businesses in LA are boarding up, and the Republican governor of Texas is stationing thousands of troops across the state. In New York City, where hundreds of protesters have been taken into custody this week alone, the NYPD says it will have thousands of officers on the streets.
New Yorkers may have different emotions right now, and they have a right to express that, but we want to be clear. You do not have a right to engage in violence and lawlessness.
Oh, no. No, you're a hypocrite. Mayor of New York, you a hypocrite because you was the one who accepted that deal to let those people in. Now all of a sudden you want to be a mayor. Now you want to be a mayor of law. Man, miss me with the nonsense. Listen to what this. Now he want to play. Now he want to play correctly. Listen.
The NYPD says it will have thousands of officers on the streets.
New Yorkers may have different emotions right now, and they have a right to express that, but we want to be clear. You do not have a right to engage in violence and lawlessness.
Now, why he mentioned lawlessness? Why he mentioned lawlessness? Because it's lawlessness in New York City. Man, miss me with that, man. Woo-wee.
And the organizers of today's protests are encouraging people to rally in every city except Washington, D.C., saying they want to take attention away from the parade. Michelle?
We hope it's safe.
I told y'all, and I'm going to close out with this. I told y'all, when you start doing great, a lot of people want to see you have nothing. They want you to have nothing. That's the times we live in. You got folks out here protesting to say, we want to be broke. We want to be poor. We want to sin. We want to sin. That's what's going on throughout the world. And that's what's causing this war right now overseas and the in war going on in America. Waco says, I'm glad my son left New Jersey. He just got back to Indiana like 2 months ago. I'm so happy he's not there in that crap. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And so I'm going to put the link. Keystone, are you available? I need to know if Keystone is going to be available to come on a panel. And there's not going to be no emotions. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Keystone, come and come correct. I don't got time for emotional rants. Stick to the subject. I want to see if Keystone is available. If I was on StreamYards, I would have let Forever Studio on because he has a hard time. Yeah, with the phone, it's hard to come on, restream on the phone. I would have did this on StreamYard, yet I decided to do this on Restream. And make sure everybody that we support Forever Studio on his birthday, June 17th. You can support early if you want. If he put out his information on his live stream, his Cash App and stuff. Yeah. I waited on Keystone to let me know. He might have stepped out. Anything else I need to see? Let me check my Venmo real quick. Let me see if anybody sent. Let me see if anybody. All right, so Keystone is going to come on. I'm going to send the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat, Keystone. Just tap onto it real quick, all right? Tap onto the link real quick. All right, Keystone. The link is in the chat. Come on, man. Why is it not allowing me to do it? What's going on with my computer? Forget it. Oh, my gosh. Keystone, tap the link. The link is in the chat. Hit the link real quick. All right, so Keystone will be coming on in a second. Let's continue to get the lights up, y'all. The lights should not be low. Why is the lights low? Why is the lights low? Continue to get the lights up. We had a lot of people in the building. So I'm waiting for Keystone to hit the link right now. I had more than 38 people watching YouTube. I had over 100 people watching. This is crazy, man. I had a good solid people in here. So Keystone should got the link by now. Let me remove the link. Let's see if he comes on. I'll give him about 2 to 3 minutes to hit the link. Otherwise, we're going to end the live stream. So in the meantime, let's see. Any other messages I need to read? Running Up 360, a member in the house, what's going on? He says these protesters are complainers. Can you come on, Keystone? That's the question. I put the link in the chat for you to come on. Can you come on, or are you busy? If you're working, then it will be another time. Waco said that's why I'm single. I hear you, Waco. She said that earlier. Edward Phillips everybody put the $ for confirmation of what I said. Put the check mark for confirmation. Okay. So that means Keystone is busy. My final assessments, we got more people coming in the building. My final assessment is that, yo, get your paperwork done, y'all. Get your documents in order. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing around, man, because these people are not playing. And more importantly, the Most High through Christ is not playing with none of us. And so I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning into the show. You know, these doom and gloomers, they're going to say everybody's going to mess with you. No. If you're moving right, you're not going to be messed with, okay? Oh, you want to come on? All right, I'm going to send the link again. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat, so Keystone is going to come on. The link is in the chat. Just make sure you tap onto it quickly, man. Yeah, he said he heard what I said. Okay. So he's a few minutes behind, y'all. All right, so Keystone is coming on. Once I see him come on, we're good to go. Oh, we wait. Keystone's coming on, Waco. If you are still going to be around. Keystone is coming on right now. If you want to listen to the conversation. All right, let me remove the thing. He's here. All right.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Stay on point. No cussing. No eradicating. No acting out. All right, we're just sticking to the point. So tell me what's going on in Ibarasi, Pennsylvania.
They're just having a peaceful protest, and I'm not even been keeping up with it because I'm nowhere near that. I'm just focused on my money, my business, and building myself up. That's what I'm building on, and my health and my fitness. I'm staying away from all that crap, anything, any sinful activities and anything. I'm just staying away from it. It will pull you down. You know what I mean? It would explode your whole financial situation and have your like a Molotov cocktail, and next thing you know, you're sleeping on the streets. You know what I mean? These same people been trying to pull the carpet under me for the longest time. And
Yeah.
I'm not letting it happen. Ain't no story, ain't no apologetic about it. I'm not letting it happen.
I'm glad you said that you have removed yourself from these sinners, these aggravators, these people who don't want to do better in life. So now you agree that once you get to a certain pinnacle, that these people are going to try to draw you back into the nonsense, because that's what's going on. People just love sin. People love to see stuff be teared down and don't realize that there's implications of you not getting back to what you used to have. You know, like when they used to do rioting and all the other nonsense, buildings would be built back up. They're not building back up in a lot of these northeast regions, these Midwest regions, these Northwest regions. Businesses are removing themselves from that climax because they're not going to invest back into those properties after it been looted.
In 2 miles, take exit 331 I-476 north.
You know what I'm saying?
To myself too, I'm dealing with people who are about business, who are staying in business, who are rich, or who are wealthy, and that's black and white people. I don't care what color you is. If you're about making that money, you're about being successful. You're not in the nonsense. You're not trying to drag me back into the epicenter of things. Those are the ones I'm dealing with. I'm not dealing with people. I'd rather just be by myself, to myself, and just stay away. And I pretty much don't go back in town unless I have to. You know what I'm saying? Then I talked to a couple women in town. They still in the mess. A lot of them want to be on drugs. A lot of them want to use a man and stuff. Because before, these women will protect men from their crap. They don't protect the man from the crap. They pull the men in. And then you sitting up in a hard spot in space, in a lonely, dark places, getting cussed out by guards and getting the Florida treatment from the sheriffs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So your guys, you may want to stay away from these evil women in these hoods and the evil women in some of these parties that you go to. You got to be very careful and protect your spirit and your soul, because they want souls. That's what it is. So is the money. So is the gold. So it's like the crypto to these cats, and that's what they want.
That's a fact. Yep.
So he's going to these dumb little protesters. Trump trying to make people rich. Y'all want to be poor. Y'all want to be suckers and stuff for these Democrats. They're the ones that stole your money. They're the ones that took from you. They're the ones that sent your money to Ukraine. They're the ones that put you in a war. And you want to still support these suckers? Get the F out of here.
Yep.
You know?
Take exit 331B.
Yo,
and I'm sick of them.
About that. You ain't lying, man. Say that again, man. You on fire, man. Say that again.
I can't remember. It's just a spirit in me. It's just the crap that I see. I see these liberals on Newsbreak, all that, talking junk. Oh, Trump needs to be impeached. And Al Green, go kiss behind. That's what you did.
You said that Trump is trying to get people to be rich. People want to be poor. That's
what they want to do.
True,
they want to fall flat on their little tush. That's what they want to do. You know?
You're not lying. Yo, Keystone, you're not lying. These people love, it's just like the majority of these women want you to be poor. Once you start getting to a certain position, here they come. You're not around me enough. You're not kissing my feet like you used to, baby. You're not making love to me. Why are you always on the road? Who's the one that you messing with? When they tell you that, they messing with another man.
I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. You shouldn't be a male whoremonger or nothing like that. But some of these women are good recreational use. I mean, that coochie is fun, but that coochie can be dangerous too. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to work it and play right, and work right and move right, you have to move right out here.
They use that. Do you know when you have intercourse with these women, they put you on handcuffs in jail because you handcuffed to her coochie. She lock and load on you. Next thing you know, you forgot how to be a man.
Yes.
Yo, let me tell you what this guy told me. Yo, this elite guy told me. He said, men that love coochie are slaves to her project. Woo! He said, I love sex. I love sex as long as it's healthy. I don't love sex that's gonna put me in slavery. Ooh.
Oh yeah! Wow.
That's what he told me.
like putting a drug up into your drink. Next thing you knocked out. You know.
Yo,
I tell you.
Let me tell you what turns a woman on. You ready for this? I'm gonna talk about Lee.
Oh yes, go ahead and say that.
When you see a sexy woman and she say hello to you, you know what you tell her? How many hellos of men that you had on your knob before you say hello to me?
There you go.
I tell women that.
Let's see
when a woman say hello to me, I'll be talking that. I'll be talking to them, especially I know they be on that type of time. I say, how many hello knobs you been saying hello before you say hello to me? They're like, what you mean by knobs? I say, women don't play games for me.
Whew. So how many guys you wonder she gave the Cassie Ventura treatment to, you know?
No, I'll be talking like that to them and they be like, oh, he a man. Damn, this dude's a man. He like, yo, he rejected his coochie? He rejected my advances? Oh, that turns them on. They make them go crazy. And I keep walking. Well, you're walking away. We just having a conversation. I say, there's many conversations I would have if you were up front before you try to knock me into your trap. It ain't happening.
And today, these women got too many entrapment games with them. You know what I'm saying? You got to really watch.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
they got too much.
And the guys let it happen. These weak dudes, they're well, you know, I love her, so I gotta sleep in the bed with her 24/7. Okay, good. Okay, weakling. Thank you. While you being the weakling servant to her, I'm making so much decision making that it's gonna affect your life. And guess what? She's gonna leave you for me because she's gonna realize I'm more of a man than you are. While you sleeping with her in the bed 24/7, acting like you're a man, she watching me right now.
You know what it is, these dudes too? They be thinking, oh, you don't deserve that girl, but that girl choose that other guy. But nah, I don't want her to choose you. I want her to choose me because I feel like I'm the better guy. That's the attitude a lot of them guys have.
That's the thing about it is, if I was to deal with these type of women, I don't want they headed, bro. They're not worth the headed to deal with, man. You're not coming
right?
in between.
And one thing too, y'all want to stay away from them love
Hold on.
triangles.
They're not coming in between the relationship I have with God through Christ. I'm not letting no woman get me away from my opportunity to go in the kingdom. You must be out your mind.
Right?
You go ahead.
One thing that your fellas want to stay away from love triangles,
Love
you know?
triangles. Oh, you're going in.
Stay away from love triangles. If the woman's on you wanting to have sex with you, I mean, then the man finds out. Next thing you know, y'all sharing the same girl, and somebody gets mad and somebody gets murdered.
Yep.
Happens all the time.
Yep.
And it looks bad on you too. You know what I mean? That puts a curse and stain on you. You know what I mean?
Your last name, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That what it really does, you know? My family didn't play that. I'll tell you that right now. They did not play that at all.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on, man. And so, hey, what would you say to the people in the final assessments of they don't have their stuff together, their documents, their paperwork, and all that? What would you tell these people that's born here, in particular, what they need to do?
Carry your birth certificate. Make sure you got your passport. I got my passport and my driver's license and my driver ID with me at all times, no matter where I go. I have it with me, and I have my stuff in a passport wallet. And I'm gonna tell you something: the passport gets you more play than anything, and gets done more faster than the regular driver's license, especially at the airport when you're shipping packages. So you want to use that even when you go buy liquor. The passport will get you more than what the driver's license will. It'll bypass everything in the United States laws.
Yep, that's right. He's telling you, use that passport for the right reason. have your driver's license, your enhanced driver's license on point. We don't want to hear excuses. If you could buy, all these extra curriculum stuff, why you can't get the documents you need as a man. And more importantly, like I said to y'all in the chat, make sure your woman documents is on point, because these ladies, man, they only have 3% of their stuff correct.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way.
Going out and your woman don't have all her documents together. Man, please, woman, you better have your stuff together.
That's a nightmare of a night.
You could get your hair done, your nails done, which is very pricey, but you don't have your important information. You can't meet me and your documents ain't together. Woman, you must be out your mind.
And I'm going to end this way. Go down Florida, act ratchet. Go down Florida, act ratchet, and meet one of them friendly little German shepherds. Bow wow. That's it. That's a done deal.
Yeah. Why you think a lot? Let me ask you this question in all the serious note, because you're on point. Why you think a lot of women are scared to come to Florida?
Because they cannot act ratchet. They cannot go through sheriff. They know they get their head crack open like in the Phillies game.
So they know the men down here don't play.
No, the men down there don't play. They don't have no time for that.
Yeah.
They don't play. They don't want to play Kunisha. Especially down south when they ain't playing that Kunisha stuff.
Yep. And other women of other ethnicities is getting a wake-up call too.
Right.
It was important. Now they getting a backlash too.
Let me talk about the Caucasian women. While all your sisters get fat, the Caucasian woman getting in shape, and her beauty's just gonna get better and better and better for years to come. You ain't seen nothing yet. They're gonna get more curvier, more thicker, everything. They're already right there on point now, and it's just gonna get more better and better. 20 years. Just see what they look like then in 10, 15 years.
You know these other women from other ethnicities is sweeping up the brothers down here on a low low, especially but Ringo said that these guys got job wise, most of them be from other ethnicities, man. They be getting these brothers. All they gotta do is purr on him a little bit and he done lost his
And you saw it down in Texas too. How they looking down there too. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know, you sisters, you may want to start in the gym, start being a woman, stop trying to be a man. You don't have the private parts or anything to be a man.
Bro, I think what it is that people like, be honest, you know a lot of people upset them down here because they're like, man, we were all stuck up in that prison. You know what I'm saying? They upset.
Of course they upset. You know what I'm saying?
They're like this.
You're in a
Yeah,
state.
go ahead.
You're in a state when there's no laws in this, and they will shoot you graveyard dead. You know what I mean? They'll send your remains, put them back up in daisies, and they'll send your remains back up in the back, or tell you to come get them.
It's like people love to be in these sin states, man. So they could be ratchet.
Right?
Man, these protesters, man. You seen that protester in Jersey, how them women over the bus, man? That's crazy. That's somebody's wife, somebody's mother, man. What the hell?
I didn't see that. I might have to pull that video up and make a video on it. But I did like the Florida sheriff. He had me rolling, you know?
Yeah.
I loved it. I got off. I was jumping up and down, getting off on it. Kind of dancing.
Pause. You say you got off it. That sounds like, you got to say, no, don't say that. Pause, man.
Yeah.
I'm laughing seriously. Pause, man. You say you got off. No. That sounds like, no, you gotta say something better than that. Come on now. Come correct what you said.
I got excited. It was so funny to hear. And I said, yes, finally some justice. Finally somebody who stands up for law and order. Law and order. Yeah. Oh, let me calm down.
I appreciate you coming on, Keystone. You made the show more interesting. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Yeah.
All right, peace.
You be safe out there. All right. Yo, that's funny, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to the show. I catch y'all on the next one. Protest starts in 29 minutes. I keep y'all posted. We'll do a pre-record video if anything comes up. So, fellas and ladies, thank you all for tuning in to the show. This is Floridian Rollo signing off. Brown royalty to the people. We the business. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.